And just let me introduce myself. My name is Eugene. I'm the founder and CEO of Voicee AI Academy. We have this kind of a regular activities, what we call online sessions with top AI educators, and we run it on a regular basis. And we publish the recording sessions on the Voicee platform. So I will tell you more about that later today. But today we also have a very good guest speaker, Dr. David. He is now, he's now saying hi. We will give a word to Dr. David a little bit later, and I will tell you more about his work a little bit later as well, and he will share with us what insights he has when it comes to the AI in education. I wanted to start this online session with a couple of news. The first one came 2 weeks ago when the Yale University announced the $150 million in investment in leadership in AI, where they will spend this money for the next 5 years supporting their teachers, supporting their students. Obviously, the biggest part of this money will be spent on the GPUs and some other hardware to run different AI tools. But still, this is the huge announcement, and this is a huge news when it comes to the AI and education segment. So we are all have to be ready for some big news like this. There will be more and more coming. And another news came just yesterday that the Taiwan Ministry of Education announced their program to support elementary and middle school education systems. Just let me introduce again Voicee for the ones who is not aware about us. We kind of call ourselves as the AI Academy for Educators. We run AI Educators community. It is a very rapidly growing community in the MENA region, but we also welcome to see everyone who is actually would like to join us and be a part of our community. So we possess ourselves as a global network of different educators coming from the K-12 and the higher education. And who is interested in integrating AI into the teaching and into the classroom. But at the same time, we also run in a kind of academy where we, in partnership with the top AI educators like Dr. David, for example, we are on a mission to equip all the educators with transformative AI skills. I will briefly go through some tips and insights what we gathered from not only our instructors but from the AI education experts who is integrating AI in their schools and universities. So I really would like to share with you these insights, and maybe that would be a kind of a call to action for you, or maybe some kind of a missing point what you would like to kind of know in order to get started with integrating AI in your school or university. So, and then there will be a part by Dr. David, where he will share his insights and findings and vision on how to work and how to teach with AI. In the end of the session, there will be a special offer for all attendees, and then there will be AI guide distribution. Please stay with us till the end. There will be also a Q&A session in the end. So, okay, very quick. Let's go through the kind of findings or sort of a research or survey results. What Matthew Weems, another of our instructors, actually found during his research. He collected some data from teachers, from K-12 teachers, and surprisingly, it wasn't a really big surprise, but still, the familiarity with AI tools is on your left, and you can see that there is the majority of teachers have not at all or not very familiar with different AI tools. So it is still pretty early kind of a stage for AI in education. And then you can also see that 73% of teachers have not yet used AI tools in their classrooms. But the majority of them obviously see that as a huge opportunity in the upcoming years. So AI is here to stay, and thank you very much for being forward-thinking persons. And I really love to see so many people joining us from all over the world, actually. And I'm glad that you guys are taking action and learning about AI. Let's move forward. Yeah, another thing what I would love to share with you is that based on the Oxford University Press, they also done their research internally, and they found that the 76% of their personnel are actually using different AI technology and tools across all stages of research. So the majority of the faculty members are using these AI tools and on every single step of the research process. So this is a very interesting world we're living in. So much stuff happening, and it's developing very quickly. I didn't expect that it will develop that quick in the education, especially in the education sector. The very short insights, what we collected from the AI educators and what we have collected from people who is already doing AI integration in their schools and universities. Almost all of them say the first thing, that you have to start with a very simple tasks, where you have to start with a low risk. You don't need to bring all very sophisticated, very complex projects to school or to university. You just start in simple steps, very low risk. You don't need to establish the huge AI policies and guidelines. You start with the very basic ones: one pager for students, one pager for teacher. I'm just giving you an example. So this is kind of the very important thing. Establish clear and simple AI guidelines. It's the majority of schools in US have actually these guidelines established. Not all of them yet, but still, I know that in the UAE there is a lot of schools without any even talks about AI actually. So definitely, it's better to start from something, and the best way to start from the short, simple AI guidelines, and ensure that it is well communicated to all the all levels and across all schools, starting from parents, ending up in the leadership team members as well. So we need to educate staff and students. We need to we need to talk about what are the benefits, what are the risks, what are the tools, what are the applications. So it is very important to start educating the faculty members, the teachers, admins, our students on different AI concerns and AI risks, on how to use AI ethically and how to use it responsibly. And in order to do that, we need to involve leadership. So you can't really do it on yourself. So you definitely need to involve top management in order to kind of to get resources for that. So I would suggest we need them to buy in, and we need to sell this kind of AI technology on our own. Unfortunately, this is true. We need to kind of communicate clearly that could affect you personally. And that could bring a lot of benefit for your daily routines, as well as a leader, as a principal, yes. And starting with the building sort of working groups, we call it AI educators working groups. This is a very important thing. That's kind of, I know that there are quite a lot of people already learning about AI in education, talking about even integrating into the classroom. So there are some people already doing that in your institution. So man up, collaborate with each other, and organize AI educator working group. That's gonna be huge, and that's gonna be a very useful kind of a ally for you to integrate AI in your institution. Again, collaborate with other AI educators. That's what we're trying to build at Voicee, and that's what we're trying to give away to you guys in order to collaborate between each other, share your insights, share your findings. That's why we're also inviting top AI educators to share their insights and findings and their experiences and success cases. That's what we lack, really, and that's what there are not that many of them yet being published. But we will fix that. No worries about that. Thank you very much again for joining. So, just a short introduction about Dr. David. He will also share his background or his experience with you in a bit. But from me, it's Dr. David is a qualified and experienced academic, educator, and researcher, which is very important, and a senior administrator with a proven ability to deliver effective solutions in challenging multicultural and interdisciplinary environments. So this is he's very experienced. He's been in Hong Kong, South Korea, Australia, Dubai, Abu Dhabi now, and has written in the areas of education policy, generative AI, in learning and teaching. So it's a lot to cover to introduce you, David. So please join us and share a little bit about yourself, and maybe you have something to share with us as well.
Thank you very much, Eugene, and thank you everybody for being here tonight. I know it's late for some of you. I can see that people are joining from Lebanon and Kenya and Argentina and Pakistan. So, que se ho and hola, buenas tardes. I hope everybody is good here. So basically, Eugene has introduced me. I am working now at the only graduate university in the world focusing on artificial intelligence. We are based in Abu Dhabi. We only have masters and PhD students. It's full scholarship for all students. So if you want to get in here, you can try. Most of our faculty members, they come from all the universities around the world, focusing on artificial intelligence, computer vision, NLP, and robotics. We have people from Cambridge, NYU. We have people from MIT. We have people from all sorts of universities around the world. So what's the difference with our course? Why are we launching this course? The more I talk to people, and I do quite a bit of training in different universities. I did one recent with 300 faculty members, and they were in Pakistan, in India, and other parts of the world. I just had a very long meeting yesterday with companies. I just had a meeting just before this session with some people offering leadership programs. I do training in Hong Kong for some universities. I go to conferences. I publish research. What's the problem that we always face, or the issue? It's all the amount of information that you can find everywhere on LinkedIn, on Instagram, whatever. And a lot of people talk about, you need to use generative AI. You need to have a policy. What Eugene mentioned just before I started talking. Everybody talks about the exactly same thing. But what's the main issue? If you ask people, and people yesterday, people today, people last week, people every day, they're asking me, I don't know what tool I can use. I don't know what can I do with this particular tool. How many tools can I use to generate this or generate that? Where does it go when I use a prompt? What sort of prompt can I use to do this and to generate those results? And this is the difference between what we're going to be facilitating in this course and what you will have in most other courses. Number one, we are fun, as you can see. Hello, we are pretty fun. We are pretty relaxed. Eugene just introduced himself. Now you know me a little bit more, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be very practical. You'll also meet Jason if you're joining this course. He's also a very fun guy. We're trying to make it as practical as possible. There's no blah blah. There's no. Of course, we'll talk about a few of the things related to to research. We're backing up everything with research. I do research myself. I do research on chatbots in different disciplines. I want to know, if whatever we are doing, it's applicable, it's working. If we can generate the right answers in different disciplines, in economics, or in statistics, or in entrepreneurship, or whatever. I'm always asked, by different faculty members in different countries. Recently, for example, I was asked if I could help design a kind of a workshop for how to use generative AI for chemistry and physics. Today was somebody asked me about HR. Okay, so for HR professionals. In Hong Kong, they were asking about, many faculty members, how do I do data analysis and visualization? How can I generate images? Sometimes it's something related to, biology. Thank you, Zaina. Sometimes it's related to social sciences, law. Yesterday I had questions about law. The other day was how to create a chatbot, a mini chatbot, very simple. So you always have questions like that. I got an email a couple of days ago or 3 days ago about somebody says, okay, I want to generate images because I'm teaching cultural things related to China and, and Chinese culture, Chinese philosophy. Yeah, and thank you, Pankaj. Microbiology, yes, we never forget. Um, yeah, how do I generate images? What sorts of tools? Somebody, there's always somebody who's asking you something about tools. The thing is, you have hundreds of tools, and of course, in this course, we will be demonstrating a lot of tools. We're not going to spend a lot of time telling you about, okay, this tool is great. We're going to show you how to use it. And we're going to show you how to use it in different disciplines for different tasks. We're going to show you how to use one tool for one task, and we're going to show you how to use the multiple tools for the same task. So in other words, you can juggle from one tool to another, to another, to another to do one thing. And this is, what's important. It's what sort of tools are the most applicable to your context, to your discipline, to what you need to do to the task. Instead of just saying like, yeah, okay, why don't you use, a tool to generate an image? Okay, which tool? Sometimes you want to generate an image, you use one tool and you get something completely crappy. You cannot use it. You spend 20 minutes. As a matter of fact, this morning when I went to LinkedIn, I saw somebody said, I spend hours and hours, I think 20 days or whatever, trying all the tools, and it was a complete waste of my time. I still don't know what to use and how to use it. So, you can choose very simple to take some courses where you will have a lot of blah blah. They will talk to you about the theories of AI and what's machine learning and should I use Python? What is prompt engineering? No, we're gonna teach you the prompt engineering techniques that you need, not the things that you are not gonna need or it's too advanced and you're not going to need it. We're going to show you the path to learn the other ones that you probably will learn later on your own, but we'll show you what you can actually use now and the prompts that you how you refine it. We will talk about, a few shots. We'll talk about chain of thought. We will give you the examples to practice it. We'll also help you create a mini chatbot for your discipline, for your course. The other day I had a presentation. I created a chatbot. And everybody was like, wow, the chatbot can answer, in Chinese, in Arabic, in Urdu, in Spanish, in whatever. So it's not very complicated, but we are here to facilitate the learning process. So we'll be here to help you with this. We'll be here to, to answer the questions along the way. We'll be with you every step of the way. So that's the purpose of this course. You will see things related to ethics, because it's important. I have been facilitating quite a few workshops recently in the last 2-3 months. I did maybe 3 or 4 about, or a little bit more, maybe about AI and research. Many people talk about AI and research. They want to produce research as fast as possible. We are all academics, so we all have to produce papers and articles, but there is a way to do that. And the only way to do that is ethically. So you can use tools. All these are tools to do research, to help you with literature review, to help you with data analysis, if you like, to help you to visualize a graph or to make something, to make a table look better, to help you with qualitative research. You have a lot of tools to present it when you will have to present when you do a Viva in the UK, for example. Some countries you don't have to defend it. So this is important, but you need to understand that as academics, as hopefully role models to students. Some of you are probably academics, some of you maybe work as professional staff. Nevertheless, you have to do things ethically. So we'll show you how to declare it, how to do it. And we'll show you, of course, how to maximize the time you spend with generative AI to do stuff quickly, professionally, ethically, and to save you a lot of time. If I can spend 20 days to do a data analysis, and if I use one specific tool that can analyze 200,000 survey results in exactly 3 minutes, I think I'll go for the tool that can help me to do it in 3 minutes, because then I can focus on writing. I can focus on making it nicer, thinking, talking to my colleagues, maybe have a coffee, live a life. You know what I'm saying? So we are doing a lot of tasks. Academics, if you're not an academic or if you work at university or in K-12 or whatever, you have more and more responsibilities. Today, for example, out of the blue, I had 9 meetings, not including this one. So it's very tiring. So sometimes you want to write a quick email in a different language that you don't speak, or you want something to help you to produce content very, very quickly for social media, for example. As a matter of fact, the other day we had a summer school. My colleague is online at the moment now, a learning designer. Probably she's probably listening to this. And we created a summer school for Emirati students, and everything they had to do, we used generative AI, okay, to create everything: the voices, the videos, the images, the pitch, the whatever. The important part of it was, how do you do a business pitch? How do you do an elevator pitch? How do you do, because they have to present. This is an introduction, Fadi. The course will start later on, but this is just an introduction about what we're going to be doing. Thank you for asking the question. So we did generative AI, and the important was about, how to do a business pitch and elevator pitch in a different language, or how to create different variants for social media. Because you see, the problem is you create a text for Instagram, and then you put the exactly same text on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is a complete different platform. And you cannot put what you put on LinkedIn on YouTube and what you put on YouTube on TikTok. Okay, it's a complete different setting, a complete different platform as well. So if you have a tool that can generate all this in 3 seconds, 20 variants, that will help you. If you have a tool that, for example, you try to identify, you have a research question, and suddenly you need 50 articles identified, analyzed for you, and they give you all the key takeaways of the articles and tells you, for example, this is the methodology used for this. This is the key results in 3 minutes, instead of doing the old style Google Scholar, Scopus, and you do it manually, checking the stuff. Again, you'll go for the tool. So this is what we're going to be teaching you. This is what we're going to be facilitating. We will be open to all your questions. You would say, for example, oh yeah, but I am in art, or I am in design, or I am in mathematics, or I am in statistics, or whatever. Can you help me with this exactly same tool? Can you show me how to use this tool to do that for my mathematics course, to create content, or do a quiz, or prepare, for example, a research proposal, because my university wants me to generate money. I need research proposals. It's not, English is not my first language, so I need to do that very, very quickly, ethically, and nicely, and stuff like that. We'll teach you all this stuff, and that's the purpose of this course, to be very practical. We are here to help you with this, and hopefully make it fun along the way, as I mentioned. And that's the purpose of this course, okay? So if you looked at what the link sent by Eugene, you will see that we will be looking at a number of tools, because we realize that when we talk to people, people usually use ChatGPT, but you have a zillion more tools you can use instead of ChatGPT and Copilot. We'll talk about the risks. Okay, we'll talk about bias, we'll talk about all sorts of things. We'll see how you can enhance your teaching. We will see how you can help students enhance or augment their learning. And we will, of course, number one thing is boost productivity. Can you maybe write papers faster? Can you prepare content, PowerPoint slides, content for your courses, content for your programs faster? Can you, use generative AI for assessment, to create quizzes, generative AI to create case studies, stuff like that? Yeah, thank you for the questions. Yes, we'll talk about assessment, and we'll talk about what sort of formative assessments and summative assessments you can do, and how generative AI can help you create those. assess those. So yeah, the course would be covering those parts. Yes. And remember what Eugene mentioned. We can also design specific workshops, as I mentioned, for example, in the universities in Hong Kong. Or I did another one for 5 universities in Korea. They asked for a specific workshop on something. So Korea was AI and social issues for 4 universities as part of their course. So we intervened there. For Hong Kong, it could be something about text generation, or it was something related to image generation, or stuff like that. So, as I mentioned, something about AI and chemistry. It could be AI and business. Depending on the cohort that you have, you contact Eugene, and then you said, okay, we are 20, we are in that particular department, and then we would like to have a specific workshop for us, and we can design it for you. You give us a bit of time. We work fast. The team works fast here, but we need to know you. We can't do it overnight, but we'll do it.
There's another question from Veronica, and it's going to be that's actually all about the Voicee Academy. We run only live cohort-based courses, so we really believe in live communication and collaboration between and peer learning as well, where you can find either some insights or share insights with your peers, and obviously to get an instant feedback from your instructors. So that's why we decided, okay, this is something what can work for educators much more better than the MOOCs, like a self-paced courses, which has a really, really low completion rate, like only 3-4% of all the learners actually completing the courses which are pre-recorded. And then you also need to, and the information in these courses are also all dated. So it's better with the live sessions. It's much more effective, and the completion rates are much more higher.
Yeah, and we're here to walk you through the tools. So we demo with you, we show it to you, and then if you have a question, say, "Oh, I don't understand that. What was the last step?" We are here to answer. Or if you say again, "Oh, how do I apply that to my business course or my biology course or whatever?" Then we'll show you how to do it.
Right. Yes, exactly. So, and we don't really do that in 1 day or 2 days. We do that as a kind of a bite-sized learning approach, so that you learn for 1 hour, 1.5 hours a day during the two weeks. And this is the brilliant approach, where if you're kind of a busy educator and you have some other commitments to do so, this is the best approach and best way we found that could help educators to gain these skills, AI skills. Because yes, we can deliver it in 1 day or 2 days. Then you will become overwhelmed after 3 hours of Dr. David speaking, and then you would just sit there waiting until this workshop ended. So, but we would like to build skills. So we would like you to build skills. So that's why this approach is wonderful. Is very effective. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.
Hope to see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.